line.
Richardson during the regular season, 74% at the line. This his first appearance at the foul line tonight. 10 points, 6 rebounds for Jason Richardson. Those are big free throws by Jason Richardson, 108-99. Suns looking to tie up this series in 2 as they head back to L.A. for a Game 5 Thursday night. Artest for 3. Good job by Stoudemire.
Now you've made Odom shoot a jumper and Artest shoot a jumper. That's very good defense by the Phoenix Suns. That's exactly what you want to do. Keep the ball away from Gasol and Bryant.
Standing ovation from the crowd here in Phoenix. Nash works the clock. Down to 5 on the 24. Hill, yes. Grant Hill extends to a 110-99 lead, and Phil Jackson takes a timeout. Let's revisit our Cold Hard Facts presented by Coors Light. A look at the keys to the game that you set up earlier.
So you talk about when you play zone, a lot of times you keep the team off the free throw line. Only 13 free throws for the Suns, for the Lakers. 26 for the Suns, so they're plus 13. How about that three-point line again? When the Lakers start creeping up around 30, it's bad news. That means they're not getting the ball in the paint. Odom and Artest tonight, 25 points, only 1 of 7 from 3. How about the encore performance tonight? The Suns bench, 54 points. They had 16 rebounds here in this fourth quarter.
Bryant able to work his way inside with a gorgeous move. It's a 9-point Phoenix lead. Once again, Steve Nash defending on Kobe Bryant. Kobe was able to shred the lane. Timeout taken now by Phoenix. We'll be right back. Up by 9, Alvin Gentry taking that timeout. How do they play it right here?
Well, you want to move the ball to half court so a steal doesn't hurt you. You got Grant Hill throwing the ball in, who's a great decision maker. If at all possible, try to get Steve Nash the ball, because he's almost money in the bank all the time at that free throw line. But right now, just make sure you get the ball inbounds, and then you got to make your free throws.
Down to 48 seconds remaining. Artest comes out on Nash. Lakers are over the foul limit. And that's the man you want going to the foul line.
Mark, people don't realize how important the guy throwing the ball in out of bounds is. You have to have a guy that Hornets has that clock in his head. And I used to always tell guys all the time, count to yourself, even count out loud. Let the referee know, 1, 2, so he didn't get that quick count on you sometimes. And then have the wherewithal, if you need to take another timeout. Don't panic throwing the ball in.
Steve Nash with a career-high 94% at the line during the season to lead the NBA. 5 of 6 tonight. He has 12 points, 8 assists. Goran Dragic getting much playing time this evening. He had 8 points and 8 assists as the backup point guard.
Well, the game was broken open from the bench to start that fourth quarter. It was amazing. And Marv, we've seen 3 games now in the balance. Game 2, 3, and 4. And the team that's come out strong in that fourth quarter has won every game.
Bryant, Suns do not want to foul. Odom is able to knock it down. That's a 3 for Odom. So the Suns now lead by 8. And Artest once again gives the foul to send Nash back to the line. So this will be a free throw shooting contest in these final 34 seconds. Just a moment ago, here's Alvin Gentry talking to his team.
All I know that is when that ball shot up there, you better come up with it, okay? You come up with it for us, okay? You come up with it. No excuses, okay? I don't care if they jump on our back, whatever they do, we're coming up with the ball, okay?
Well, Nash hit the first of 2 to extend to a 113-104 lead. Down to a half minute to play. Here's Bryant. He was looking for contact, and you can see the Suns stepping away. Stoudemire has pulled it back, and he is hit by Fisher. So that stops the clock with 21 seconds to go.
You know, Marv, it's interesting. I don't know that I've ever seen a team struggle 2 straight games against a team that plays so much zone. You would think there would be some kind of rhythm. And you know, Phil Jackson's teams have seen tons of zone, but he said it the other day. He said, I've never seen a team play zone in the playoffs like that.
And they attempt 28 3-pointers. The other night it was 32, which was a franchise playoff high, so it's very close to the same pattern here tonight.
Well, you take away that points in the paint from the Lakers, you make them a jump shooting team. Marv, they shot 34% from 3 during the regular season.
Gasol gets inside. Hill is on it, and that'll wrap it. Final seconds, and the Phoenix Suns have evened up this series at 2 apiece. A dramatic performance by the Suns bench. They did it in the second quarter, and they did it again in the second half. The Lakers winning the 2 games in Los Angeles, putting up big numbers on the board. The Suns winning the 2 here in Phoenix. They head to a Game 5 in LA on Thursday night. Kobe Bryant did have 38, tied a career playoff high with 6 3-pointers. And then it was 15 apiece for Gasol and Odom. Amari Stoudemire, 21 points. Steve Nash with 15 along with 8 assists. Channing Frye was a major factor after struggling in this series. Channing Frye led the way in the first half with 11 points, 4 threes on the night, 14 points in all, and Craig Sager is surrounded by the Phoenix Suns bench. Craig.
Well, thank you, Marv. That was definitely the story of the game, outscoring the bench from the Lakers 54-20, and Channing, you got it all started. We talked about your individual confidence, but what about the confidence of this entire unit?
Well, you know what we do, coming off the bench, we just want to bring a lot of energy, and tonight we do that. So, you know, we're not all the most heralded, the best guys out here, but we're going to work the hardest, and we know that every night, and we just love coming out here and playing with each other.
Jared, you're not the most heralded group, maybe. However, you go against that Phoenix Sun first team every day in practice. The fact that you were able to shoot against their zone defense, did that make your shooting that much better tonight?
Definitely. We work every day in practice on the 3-point side. We knew we would come around this series. We came around. Now it's tied up 2-2.
Congratulations also here with Leandro Barbosa, Lou Amundsen, and Goran Dragic. The fact that Coach had so much confidence in you. The entire fourth quarter there, they cut the lead. The Lakers took the lead, but he let you guys out there. Were you surprised?
We were just happy. I think we did a great job. Our defense really worked, and we were really aggressive on the offense. So I think that was the main thing.
It wasn't just the scoring, but the rebounding and the defense. The Lakers had Kobe out there, most of their first team. How were you able to keep them from scoring so much?
You know, that zone was working. I think we had them frustrated a little bit, and we had the crowd behind us. We were playing with energy, and you know, we kind of made a run there.
6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. You know you're coming out, and Steve Nash is coming back in. But all of a sudden, he's at the table. Coach says, no, you get back out there. I'm leaving Goran in there. How surprised were you?
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised, but second unit we play really well, defense and offense. So we just play our game. So I'm really happy that we won that game.
And your game was terrific tonight. Let's go back tomorrow.
A magnificent job by the Phoenix Suns bench. Overall, the Suns outscored the Lakers 30-22 in the fourth quarter. Most of that from the bench. The 5 bench guys played the first 9 minutes of the fourth quarter, Doug.
You know, Marv, what's sort of interesting, when you look at the 2 games in L.A., the Lakers shot 58%. Both games in Phoenix, the Suns kept them under 50%. So that appears to be sort of the barometer for the Phoenix Suns. The zone has done a nice job of that. And I think it's given the Suns a newfound confidence that they found something they think that works. So they think they got a chance to win this series now.
Suns bench outscored the Laker bench 54-20. Suns have now won 6 straight playoff games at home. Overall, they've won 14 of the last 15 here in Phoenix, and the series is even at 2. Game 5 coming up right here on TNT. on Thursday night. Thanks to our producer, Scott Cockerell, director Lonnie Dale, associate directors Bert Bondi and Tom Heitz, production assistants Jeff Paris and Sam Polis, and our statistician, Paul Evans. Again, that final score.